Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with very unsettled and messy conditions around the area this morning as we were expecting. We're seeing some very windy conditions as well as some on and off rain showers that are a bit heavier at times, and we'll see this continue as we move through the day today with continued rainy and windy conditions, and we'll keep a chance of an isolated thunderstorm embedded within some of this activity as we move through the day today, although most of the thunderstorm activity will be off to our south, but can't rule that out as we move through the day today. We take a look at the current surface analysis. We have that area of low pressure just along the North Carolina coast that is going to be that main driver of our unsettled conditions as we move through today. And we'll see some of that trying to linger into tomorrow as well, but generally we'll see a fairly significant improving trend as we get past midnight tonight. High pressure to the north, along with that low pressure, keeping that pressure gradient tight locally here and causing those strong onshore winds that we'll be seeing as we move through the day today. Current weather this morning, seeing a broken deck at 1,400 feet, overcast at 4,900 feet. Seeing some light rain winds out of the northeast, sustained at 24 knots, and peak gust up around 39 knots so far this morning, and seeing our temperature is 64 degrees. Our relative humidity is at 83%. We'll look quickly at the local radar picture here. We could see, again, most of that lightning activity staying to our south at the current time, and expecting that to be the case as we move through our working hours today. But, again, can't rule out slight chance or a chance of a embedded thunderstorm moving into the local area, particularly as we get later in the morning and into the first part of the afternoon. But otherwise, continuing to see shower activity rotating around that low into the local area. So on and off showers, and we do see some high reflectivity values indicating those heavier showers embedded within that. So we'll see that continue as we move through our working hours today. Zooming out, looking at the satellite picture here as well as the composite radar, we can see that low spinning just off the North Carolina coast and slowly starting to move north-northwestward. It does look like all of the precip is to the north and northwest of this system. So as it moves closer to the area, again, as we get into the overnight time frame, we're going to see some of this more drier conditions on the east and southern part of the storm. Moving into our area as we get into tomorrow, as that area of low pressure moves inland and slowly weakens and washes out over the next day or two. So looking at the high resolution model, see what we can expect. Again, as mentioned, we'll see windy conditions persisting through our day today with those peak gusts up around 40 to possibly up to 45 miles per hour at times. We'll see the model indicating just a continuation of showers and storms rotating around this system as we move through our day today. And then, as mentioned, as we get past that midnight time frame, it does look like we'll see that storm moving off to our southwest, and that's going to bring that drier eastern side and southern side of the storm into the area, mainly lingering just a few chances of a few isolated showers as we move into the start of the day on Wednesday and through the day on Wednesday. As you can see, not showing much here with the simulated reflectivity. Other models showing a bit more in the isolated shower activity locally here, so we'll keep a chance of an isolated shower through Wednesday. Very slight chance we see any lightning through the day on Wednesday, and then as we go into the evening time frame, we'll see continued slight chance of some lingering rain early, and then we'll gradually see a drying trend as we move into the day on Thursday as that system continues to weaken and pull out of the area with things drying out. And we'll start to see some clouds clearing late in the day on Thursday. We will see those winds dying down significantly, as mentioned, as we get past the midnight time frame tonight. So taking a look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, seeing red conditions for our precip as we move through our working hours as well as into the evening till about midnight tonight. As we get past midnight, we'll see those colors improving to an orange and then eventually to a yellow, as we do expect, again, the bulk of the shower activity to progress and persist as we move through the daytime hours today, and that drier area of the storm moving into the local area as we get into the early morning hours of Wednesday. We'll keep a yellow risk for lightning around the area as we move through working hours and into the first part of the later afternoon, early evening, with that slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm moving through the area and keeping a red risk for those elevated winds that are above 25 knots. We are currently in a wind advisory and expecting that wind advisory to persist as we move at least till the midnight time frame here, expecting those peak gusts up around 40 to 45 knots, staying out of the northeast with sustained winds 40 to 45 miles per hour, and our sustained winds 20 to 25 knots or 25 to 30 miles per hour, and keeping the yellowish for reduced ceilings and visibility, as we'll expect that shower activity to persist and be heavier at times with some low clouds and reduced visibilities caused by those showers pushing through the area. We'll see our high temperature just around 69 degrees this afternoon. As we go into the evening time frame, we'll see those winds quickly dropping off towards the midnight time frame, back to green conditions for those winds, back to orange conditions for our ceilings and visibility, as we do expect some low clouds lingering around. Again, some lingering rain chances as well, but we'll see our low temperature right around 68 degrees. So not much change in the temperature with the cloud cover around the area, but we will see those winds shifting out of the southeast at 7 to 12 knots. So again, much lighter than what we'll see as we move through the day today. Tides running about a foot to a foot and a half above normal with that onshore flow. And then Wednesday, we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions, slightly breezy, but again, not expecting any wind advisory, looking at green conditions on that front. See a chance of a few isolated rain showers, very slight chance of a thunderstorm, so just a yellow risk for that precip potential there. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy to overcast continuing, chance for some low clouds, so yellowish for those reduced ceilings, and we'll see a chance of an isolated rain shower mainly early on in the evening. But we'll see that drying out as we move into the day on Thursday, with mostly trending partly cloudy through the day on Thursday with a very slight chance of a sprinkle, but otherwise just seeing a milder day with a high around 77 degrees with green conditions for our weather risk. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.